What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Nepharix Plays NieR Automata. So right now what I'm trying to do is just go ahead and complete the game. So at this point I'm just trying to vibe and, I found a guide online. There's have you guys heard of True Achievements? They're pretty excellent as far as their guides, right? And I've been kind of going through this, looking at the best voted guides. And apparently there's a bunch of stuff about Pearl Harbor in here from the game's point of view. So where I'm at right now is I'm trying to get back to that and then just keep completing stuff as we go along. But I got some guides pulled up here, so I think that should make things a little bit easier. Well, let's go and check that out. But we're looking good here. As far as I can tell, there's not too much left to the game, so I'm trying to decide what I want to go ahead and play next. Starfield's looking like I'll probably start streaming that, and then we'll pick it back up on Starfield with the streaming. Ooh, I kind of want to do a shorter game. I'm not quite sure what, though. But I guess we could go ahead and see where that leads. And then we're almost close to with the quest. You change number 2. The way you talk and act is completely different from how you were in the past. And you become a true leader. I'm nothing compared to Rose. Damn. So there's archives in here, and you gotta get 80% of them for the achievement, right? So that's kind of what I'm going for. Actually, I have the records stored on that external drive. I thought I should preserve memories of the time we fought together, and I also think you have the right to see them. You and I must never forget. I know. Alright, so this is important. We'll start off with this first one. Select a file. Yoraha, Pearl Harbor to Descent, Personal Record, Part 1. My name is Amon, and I lead the android resistance. This is a record of the battles I've experienced and my losses. I leave it here as a warning to myself. The machine lifeform attack lands far too close for comfort. I smell an acrid odor. I don't know what acrid means. And know that some of my hair has been singed off. Amon, retreat for now. That's an order. That's my captain, Rose. I obey her without hesitation, running from the front as soon as I take out a few nearby enemies. Feet flying beneath me, I leap into the hastily built trench where my resistance comrades are gathered. How many battles is this now? The same sights and sounds, the same struggle of attrition. My resistance forces play the same war on repeat with no end in sight. I don't even remember why we're fighting anymore, but I must continue regardless. I must continue until one side or the other is dead. This looks bad, Shion. What should we do? Calm down, Lily. We'll find an opening somewhere. You don't search for an opening, you make one. Dahlia, wait. I grabbed Dahlia's arm before she could flee the trench and turn to Rose. She brought us here after all. She must have a plan of some kind. But as the enemy horde closes in, Rose simply squints off in the distance. There's been a change in enemy movement, she says finally. Someone just started fighting over there. But that's not possible, stammers Margaret. We're all here. Margaret's right. There are only 9 of us left capable of fighting the machines. Captain Rose, Gerbia, Lilia, Sonia, Erica, Margaret, Shion, Dahlia, and me, Amon. We're all that's left of the 8 descent forces, the one that took place roughly 200 years ago. An uneasy Sonia pulls Shion close and chews on a loose strand of hair. I don't like it, she says. What if some kind of machine trap? I wait for a while, heart pounding, until I hear the enemy fire lessen. Okay, I say. This looks like our chance. Let's pull back. Someone's fighting out there, Amon, cries Dahlia. We can't abandon them. Oh, so you want to risk all our lives for some stranger? Come on, we don't even know if this mystery fighter is on our side or not. That's not what I said. Enough, you two, barks Shion. The captain makes the final decision on this. After Shion speaks, all of us turn to Captain Rose. She looks us in the eyes and nods slowly before starting to speak. Gerbia, the enemy is heading towards the explosives we set up earlier, yes? Gerbia thinks for a moment. Now that you mention it, yeah, they are. A slight smile crosses Rose's face, yet she still seems perfectly composed. Good, then if this goes well, we might be able to take them all out. I want all of you to leave this trench and get to those explosives, says Rose. We'll let the blast take out most of them, then clean out the stragglers. Identifying our unknown mystery fighters can wait until we're done. No one objects to the captain's decision. The moment she issues the order, we all leap from the trench as one and re-enter the fray. When we reach the battle, we find what appears to be another set of androids dressed in strange black outfits. Before they even know what's happening, we detonate the explosives, kill the remaining machines, and turn our guns in their direction. Alright, I say to the strangers, start talking. Easy, says one of the mysterious androids. We're on your side. We're new models rolled out as part of something called Project Yorha. Really, I say, we haven't heard anything about new models. I probably speak with more bluster than necessary, but I have to make sure they're actually on our side. I don't think they're lying necessarily, but I can't read their expressions thanks to the giant goggles they wear. And frankly, a little caution never gone amiss in the middle of a war. We learned that the 4 androids refer to each other as number 2, number 4, number 16, and number 21. They also aren't in a hurry to share much more. Our mission is top secret, one of them says. That's why you haven't heard about us yet. I slowly draw my knife in an attempt to gauge their reaction. So in other words, no one will know any better if I kill you right now. Stand down, Amon, says Rose softly. No, cries Lily. She's right. We've all seen how quickly the enemy is evolving. Who's to say these 4 aren't machines that just look human? My companion is not in agreement. This damn war has made us all suspicious. One of the strangers, number 16, I believe, draws a long knife from its sheath. If it's a fight you want, she says, I'm happy to give it to you. Before I can respond, Dahlia leaps in front of me with her weapon at the ready. This is it, we're gonna fight. But just before the battle erupts, the android number 2 steps forward. Wait, she says. There used to be 16 of us, says number 2, but the others died during the descent. We're isolated and alone out here. Reinforcements aren't coming, and that means we have to finish the mission with the soldiers we have left. We don't need more enemies right now. What we need is allies. She finishes the speech with the soft sigh as if trying and failing to hold her emotions in check. I know that sort of voice. It's the voice of someone who still has hope despite all the odds. So she's hopeful? Damn. Resistance, items, archive, resistance Rose, resistance Amon. Let's do part 2. So what is that? Oh, that's part of... We got one of them. Okay. According to the Yorha team, there's an enemy server beneath Mount Kala. If we could take it out, we might finally gain some ground in the endless war. But in order for that to happen, we need to work together. After a bit of thought, Rose decides to throw in with the new models. It's a relationship that changes as time goes on. Or what are you doing, Dahlia? Just showing this idiot how weak she is, replies the winded Dahlia. Ha, wheezes her opponent, number 16. You're obviously outmatched. Like how they're both breathing. The two of them are taking turns hitting each other. It seems friendly enough as these things go. Plus, they've been doing it for so long now that both of them are out of energy. They likely couldn't punch through a piece of paper at this point. The rest of the group stares at the combatants and tries not to grin. Dahlia and number 16 to butt heads over the smallest little things. Maybe it's because they're so much alike. It's almost annoying how quickly muscleheads learn to like one another. The rest of us converse as Dahlia and 16 continue to spar. We call each other by names that I gave us, explained Rose. I see, responds number 4. But that's strange that you didn't use code numbers. She nods while she speaks, as though this all makes perfect sense. Suddenly, Captain Rose breaks out into a wide grin. You know what? She says. I think we should give you all names as well. No, says number 2, it would be a waste. Rose eyes her warily, or a waste. You can name me when the mission is over, she replies. The blush rises in her cheeks. I could tell her words were also served as a wish for success. Alright, responds Rose. I'll think of a name for you by then. She knows this is a fleeting promise, as most such things are, but it doesn't matter. Already I could see us growing closer to the Yorha team. Well, my friends are growing closer to them, at least. You're all being careless, I state, much louder than I intend. Luckily, the others didn't hear or decide to ignore it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not about to go against the captain's judgment, but that doesn't mean I'm ready to just slide down and trust our new friends. Ooh, with the quotes. Ours is a solitary existence that has long since been abandoned by the moon. No matter how they cried, mourned, or struggled, the voices of our departed comrades went unanswered. So how can you trust an entire squad of new models that you just met? What's wrong, Amon? I hear Lily calling to me. She's likely concerned about me being apart from the rest of the group. Nothing. I'm fine. Before I complete my thought, Lily suddenly opens her mouth and emits a terrible scream. Ah! Lily's scream comes throughout the entire camp. It's heartbreaking, it's agony, it's horrible. She's infected, screams Rose. Lily's infected. We all draw our weapons out of instinct as much as anything else, pointing them at her comrade as she continues to scream and scream and scream. We all know what's happening. We've seen it before. It's a logic virus, a machine weapon that hijacks android systems and overwrites their data. And since there's no cure, it's also a death sentence. I need to show her mercy. I need to set her free. My finger rests on the trigger, yet I hesitate, and before I can make that final fateful decision, I hear a voice rise up from somewhere behind me. Stop, you can't do this, you can't just let your friend die. It's number 2. Damn. Or 21. Oh, I thought it was 8 too. The girl I thought to be cool and composed beyond all measure was now pleading with me to spare Lily's life. What do I do? What the hell do I do? Lily said you were like a family to her. You can't abandon family. Not before you exhaust every possibility. What can you do then? I'll use my power to erase the virus? That's impossible. Rose spat out what we were all thinking, but before we can act, Lily starts to send nearby comrades flying with impossible strength. I've seen infected androids before. I know how much damage they could do once the virus turns off the limiters. They'll fight and fight until they are utterly destroyed. Dahlia, number 16, rushes into the fray, trying to suppress their former friend, but she swats them away like flies. How many of us have been affected now? How many friends have I been forced to put down? The heart I'm not supposed to have aches with the thought. It aches as I remember all the identification numbers that have been retired. When did I start giving them names? When did I decide I simply couldn't endure it any longer? Initiating reprogramming sequence. That voice, number 21, she's screaming something about reprogramming. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. My vision slowly clears. I see number 21 inputting commands into her terminal while number 2 and 4 hold her down. They hold her as she rises in. Joe stares at me with surprise. Oh no. I'm holding Lily too. Damn. 421 and 16. Looks like attacker number 2 I need left. Select the file, part 3. Got that juicy lore. "14th Machine War, Pearl Harbor Descent. The name of the mission entrusted to the Yorha soldiers. Was there ever such a furious gunfire, such bombings that continued without pause? Our target is the machine server under Mount Kala, and our situation is dire. We need reinforcement, requesting deployment at once." Number 2 speaks quickly yet calmly, which is all the more remarkable considering the hostile army closing in our position, but the command center and the orbiting satellite informs us no reinforcements will be forthcoming. We are abandoned, we are alone. It's easy to do from up there, from the satellite and from the moon. I'll do whatever is necessary, says Lily with a grim smile. Dahlia and Margaret quickly nod in agreement, as does number 16. They decided to join the rear guard, staying behind in our shield, even though it comes at the cost of their own lives. Regardless, they all agreed without hesitation. Where we are in the vanguard would be joining them in death soon enough. Without another word, we turn our backs on each other and take up positions. Now this is our end. Dahlia and the others will buy us time to reach the gate at Callus Peak. Beyond that lies an elevator, and beyond that is the server. If we could destroy it, we'll deal a devastating blow to the machine lifeforms through the Pacific region. But as I notice number 21 scowling at the elevator, I start to have a bad feeling about the final stage of our mission. Go on, she says, I got this. We crowd into the elevator as she begins hacking the terminal. She doesn't need to tell us what's happening. It's clear, though, that the elevator won't descend it all the way to the server unless someone stays behind to control it. Enemies incoming, they're almost on us. As I speak, I suddenly find myself leaping from the elevator and taking up a position at number 21's side. Almost of my body's out of my control. Something is wrong, something. I'll back up, number 2, I cried. The rest of you take out that server. The door closes on my friends. The last thing I could see is the face of my captain, Rose. She looks concerned, but then the door shut and she is no more. That was the last time I ever saw them, but it is alright. I'm going to finish this one way or the other. The only sounds we hear are distant explosions and the rasp of number 21's breathing. Thank you, she whispers, for staying with me. I look at her eyes and see the tail red of a logic virus infection. I was right after all. I sigh softly as I draw my weapon. I've seen my comrades infected before, that's why I couldn't leave her to die alone. The vaccine she gave Lily is already ineffective, the enemy has evolved. They studied number 21's pattern and developed a new resistance. No one can save her now. But when the elevator reaches the server, begins number 21 weekly, and I'll give you a piece, I'll reply. The elevator moves ever lower, creating a countdown on number 21's life. How much time has passed? How much can possibly be left? Too long to wait, yet not long enough for regret. A massive explosion echoes in the distance as the hall slowly shakes. It's the final act of Lily and the others in the rear guard. They just overloaded their own fusion reactors. The sound of her comrade's demise slowly fades from her ears. As it does, number 21 reaches up and slowly removes her goggles. I'm glad I got to meet you, she says. Her eyes are so red, but not completely. There's still a little bit of her shelf left, and while it is, don't worry, I say I'll be with you soon. She smiles as my words reaches her ears. As soon as the elevator touches down, I fire a bullet into number 21's brain. I watch the thing that used to be her tumble to the ground. I start the gun I hold in trembling hands. I press it to my temple. This will end it all, the war. My meaningless existence, all of it, will finally be over. Unforgivable, unforgivable, unforgivable. 5 times. Your comrades sacrifice themselves and fight to the last breath. They feel suffering, they feel sadness, they feel pain and terror. And yet you would surrender now, unforgivable. The voices of battlefield curse telling those who survive to see their mission through no matter what. It is another me crying out. I scream at the top of my lungs and race down the hall. I'll show you. If you're gonna push me, I'll show you. I'll only be satisfied if it ends with more killing. I leap into the fray with weapons in both hands. Here I am, kill me. As I scream, an explosion suddenly rises up and sweeps everything away. A soft wind touches my cheek. I smell fire. I smell ash. The explosion in the server room was powerful enough to take out Mount Kala itself, reducing the once proud summit to a smoking crater. The machines immediately drop to the ground and stop moving. I look out over the scorched earth. Lily number 16, Rose number 2. Are any of you? I am the only one left. The only one. I was alive because I'd been afraid to die. I begin to giggle. It's a mad thing, crazed even in my own ears. I'll join you soon. You promised to join her soon. How could I have such said vain, laughable words, such lies? I laugh. I stand in the smoke and the flame and laugh until I think my very throat will tear itself into two. Damn, it was breaking down. I blink. Daylight drifts through the smoke. I've been standing here all night. My laughter finally depleted. I force myself to my feet. I'm the coward who stayed behind, the coward who lives. Now it's my job to carry on the will of those who fight at my side. Since I can't kill myself, I have to fight until someone does it for me. I'll endure every hardship. I'll kill every machine I find. This is my cross to bear. I walk slowly into the west, dragging my broken body along. Damn. Your attack too. 1621-4. I'm sorry, I'm still alive. I'll be joining you as soon as I finish things up. A2 survives. Damn. If you need anything, it's dangerous, so be on your guard. Damn. Ain't that intense? Alright, so that looks like that was everything there. Okay, what we need to do next is go ahead and collect the desert flowers. I think I got everything. Let me see. Everything that I'm able to do. Okay. Alright, so what is this one called? Move to Desert Camp. Okay, so NieR Desert Rose. Let's see, what do we got? Popolas there in? Okay. Okay, let's see. Rewards. Let's see. Alright, I see the location. You're all in one piece. There weren't many casualties in the area, but we might. What can I do for you? A2, never mind, just be careful out there, yeah. Damn, so she's been around for 200 years. Talk about a long, long time. Okay, so where we were looking for, it's more like a cavernous area. Let's see. Is it somewhere over here? No, this isn't it. Actually, I could just pull up the map, right? That'll be the simplest. Let me see. Where's this? Pascal's Village? Desert Camp. Okay, I'm over here. I'm just trying to find a solid area here. Don't tell me. Yeah. It's in here. Okay. Can I go through here? Looks like I can at least hop up here.
Those desert roses the twins wanted should be around here somewhere. But finding them is going to be a serious pain. Why are they running such dangerous missions in the first place?
Yeah, this looks similar to it. Damn, okay. Oh, it's showing me now. There's 1 out of 5. There's another one down there. Just go ahead and keep scaling down, I guess. Alright, 4th one over here. Oh. Not bad. Severed cable. Okay, yeah, I'm good on that. Okay, and then the last one should be up here. Hopefully I could keep scaling up. Perfect, okay. I don't want to take damage. That would suck. If I get stabbed by that in the middle of this. Nice.
That's it for the desert roses. Time to head back.
What is that? Silver. Amber. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it's plenty enough. Let's see. Quests. Active quests. Populazarian. Okay. I guess that will be the next one we do. Okay, how do I get back over here, though? Let's see. It looks like this is the nearest one. Torn book. Iron ore. I'm trying to remember if there's like a fishing spot specifically somewhere over here, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's so dirty and musty too. Okay, we should be nearing the end here. Okay, transport back to the resistance camp. Not bad. I like it. I think, yeah, it's just like... It's either going to be the Gathering Keepsakes one or the one after that. But yeah, we're pretty much there with the quests. I'm really... So I was going through for the pods. And that didn't go through. I was kind of sad about that. Let's see. Hey, thanks. There'll still be more enough. I know that was an easy thank you. Nice. Updated. You need anything? Buy. I need to get that adjusted. Do I have anything that I could just sell for cash? It doesn't look like it. Take care. Okay.
I don't get it. Why are the twins being stuck with all these crap jobs?
Hypothesis. Continued crap jobs will eventually have a deleterious effect on the entire organization.
I'd better talk to the lady in charge about this.
Here, let's see. Yes, what is it? And why are you scowling at me like that? I see. This is about Devila and Popola. I understand how unfair it must seem for them to keep getting our most difficult and dangerous assignments. But I'm afraid that's going to continue for a while. The others here, well, they still haven't forgiven them. Forgiven them for what? And just who the hell are they anyway? That's something you should ask them directly. Alright, let's go ahead and ask. Hey, you have a second? I got a little favor to ask. We need some tree sap to repair a tent, but there are some super strong enemies guarding it. We can't even dent the things with the flimsy little weapons we have, so maybe you can... Shut up for a second. Why do you two keep getting assigned the most dangerous jobs? You're not exactly equipped to handle this type of thing. I'm sorry. We really should be handling our own tasks. Devila. Help the twins. Stop it, I'll take the job. I'm better at killing crap than you anyway. Oh, is it you need again, tree sap? That's okay, we'll handle this one ourselves. Devila, I think we should accept the assistance. Come on, sis, we can't keep... Thank you. You have no idea how much this helps.
Where the heck am I gonna find that?
Search already performed. Regions rich in tree sap marked on map.
Well, aren't you a helpful little box? That ought to be enough sap. Time to head back.
Alright, let's see. Hello again, did you... Yeah, thank you. What's most been difficult is Devila sleeping. She was drinking. I think she finally passed out. She's been trying to cut back with the things as rough as they are. Well, everyone needs a release, I suppose. What do you mean, rough? It's not easy being a defective model, you know? In the past, a pair of models identical to ours caused a major incident. Popola. My glass ain't getting any fuller over here. Bunch of no good, Raza Fraza. Oh, she's got a mug right there. Tihio, Devila. She does love that particular spirit. She makes it with a desert rose, actually. You're welcome to try some if you like. Huh, what's that? No, keep your goddamn hands off my booze. It's mine. I'm gonna drink it all up. Meow. Oh, they're old pass? Meow. She could say some pretty odd things in her sleep. So you're gonna have a belt or what? Oh, maybe next time. Might drink. Well, it's not always a good thing. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, thank you again. You should take a bit of time to rest if you can. Damn, look at that. Do I have the achievement? I got the achievement. We'll go ahead and call it a day there, folks. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below, but we'll catch you in the meantime. Anyway, guys, have a good one. See ya.